Yes. Well, it's remote, but you can go to the office if you want.
Too, if you want.
This is good. I
Okay.
like this.
You have options, though, you know.
Well, it's worth it. You know.
How's your Thanksgiving?
Good. No, yeah. Well, I was sick of
Right,
it,
yeah.
not COVID.
A lot of people, a lot of my coworkers are from the
So like
suburbs.
thing, it was flu 3 weeks ago, and then that finally dissipated, but my throat hung on for like a place, and then
What's up, y'all? Hello, hello. Hello, welcome, welcome. We're gonna give air high fives. Boom, 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 boom. Bada, 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 boom, bam. Shaka, calm. Love it. Love it. Love to see you all. Thank you all so much for wearing your masks. I know I'm not wearing mine. I know that's kind of weird. I'm really excited for a time we don't have to wear masks. You know, I mean, I'm loving this, like, you know, caring about each other's safety, but I'm getting annoyed with the amount of friends I'm losing to the fact that I can't recognize them off their forehead. Is anybody else having this problem?
Yep.
Friends getting so pissed off at me because I'm like, Bridget, Bethany. You know, I can't tell off the forehead. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just have to let my friends know, you know, I have to be real with them and say, like, you got a basic bitch forehead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be that person that tells you just put an acne scar, a tattoo on that thing, something. I need to know, you know? I was in Jewel Osco the other day. I swear to God, I thought I saw Rihanna buying kiwis just off the forehead. You know what I mean? I can't tell shit off the forehead. I'm happy that we're wearing face masks because you don't have to see those people that are missing that side tooth. You ever met these people missing a side tooth? You know what I mean? You meet a person that's missing a side tooth, you like, oh, you ride the green line all night. Okay. All right, I see what kind of struggle you living in. All right. Like my grandma was missing her side tooth. I didn't trust her at all. I was like, she's gonna steal my toaster when I'm not looking. Fuck this. You know? Feel the side tooth. That's why. And they always they cackle when they laugh. People that missing a side tooth, ha ha! That's how they laugh. You're like, you're a brown liquor drinker. You know what I mean? You gonna try to fight me with your titty out. Like, that's the kind of person that's missing their side tooth, you know? Anybody in here in relationships?
Yep.
Relationship? Oh, right on. Yes, come on. Yeah, I love it. How long?
A long time, 14 years.
Wow, 14 years. Give it up for 14 years. Yes. 14 years. I love it. What about you? How long? 5. Right on. Give it up for 5. Yes. I just got out of a 6-year relationship. I know. Come on, right? We stuck it out. Did the best that we could do. You know what I mean? And it's wild because I didn't expect for me to feel this good. You know what I'm saying? Like, friends keep asking me, you know, they really are concerned. They're like, Max, how are you doing for real? And I always reply, God is good all the time. Yes, he is. Woo, you gonna be at church on Sunday? Because Pastor Jenkins gonna do a great sermon on letting shit go. That's right. Oh, and I'm an atheist, you know? It's wild. I ain't been to church since Aaliyah died, I swear. But God knows I'm 1 in a million, you know? I've been out here dating. Dating is wild during this pandemic, isn't it? Dating is really wild. I told myself I wanted to try something new. First person I went out with, y'all, an anti-vaxxer. I know, right? Right? I know some of you are like, try something new. You mean white women? No, I'm not trying to kill my mama with that news. I know better than that, you know? I go with the anti-vaxxer. Everything's cool. Great personality, wonderful. A week later, she calls me and she says, hey, Max, I'm not feeling too well. I said, what's wrong? She said, oh, I lost my taste and my smell. And I said, well, you might as well lose your eyesight because you ain't going to see me no more. Fuck that shit. CDC say you can't see me. You know what I'm saying? I swear. I even suggested to her that she should take a PCR test. She going to tell me, I'm not going to claim that. I'm not going to claim COVID. You ain't got to it. It's already claiming your ass. You know what I mean? You don't want sticking Cholula bottles up your nose. You can't smell shit. How we going to be in a relationship? What if we had a gas leak in the apartment? You can't smell a damn thing. We cannot continue. You know what I mean? And she had the nerve to say she wanted to eat my ass. I told her you better wear a mask. You know, for your safety and for mine, you know? It's wild. It's wild. Has anybody ever here had their ass ate? Hey, we're in the back of a bookstore. This is the perfect place to ask these questions, right? Come on. Right? Make you change your religion, I tell you. Oh my God. I that recently happened to me, and I swear to God, I was just like walking like the block in my neighborhood looking around at guys like, hey, have you experienced this? Mr. Jackson, have you experienced this? You know, I've like wondered, has like my grandparents experienced that? Like, did they discover that? Did that come with like the civil rights bill? Like ASC, you were like, you approve. Like, was this Dr. King's mountaintop? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Hey, I'm my ancestors' wildest dreams, you know? Oh, yeah. This is wild. This city is wild. Chicago's the only city you can get shot in a drive-by on the expressway. That shit wild. We're not playing the game right. We're both driving by each other. What is this? Why are you shooting at me? You are the most vulnerable when you're on the expressway, too. Windows rolled up, you're driving, you're listening to your jams, you're singing to yourself. Just like a white wing does. Sing the song, sound like she's singing, whoo, baby, whoo. Say, bam, bow, bow, boom, 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 boom. God damn, I'm listening to Stevie Nicks, not the baby. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I just read that in New Orleans, they got a higher murder rate than we do. Higher murders per capita. And I said to myself, shit, I'll take getting shot in New Orleans. Any day of the week. I mean, think about it. You get shot, you can hear a jazz trombonist playing. Oh, you can smell some fresh beignets. And then in your final moments, somebody will come over and whisper their grandma's gumbo recipe to you. You gotta take that shit to your grave. You know what I mean? Gladly die in the city of Louis Armstrong any day of the week. It's funny, everybody knows Chicago by its gun crime. I lived in England for a summer. Oh my God. And you know, most people would, they were always interested in my dialect or my accent because I'd be asking for directions, usually to the nearest Popeyes. You know, because I don't know if any of you all been to England. Popeyes is consistent. British food is not. You know what I'm saying? Nobody needs a boiled chicken. Who needs that? You know what I mean? Chicken coming out as pale as Julia Childs. What is this? What is this? With varicose veins. Chicken shouldn't have varicose veins.
That's white people.
Yes, come on, right? That's white people food, right? It was nuts. It was really, really nuts. Like, and I would ask, you know, I'd be like, hey, man, you know, where's the nearest Popeyes? And they would just be so excited, like, oh my God, brother, where you from? I said, oh man, I'm from America. No, I know that. But bruh, specifically, where you from? I say, oh man, from the south side of Chicago. You mean like the murder capital of the world? You mean like Chief Keef? Like bang bang, like that's that shit you don't like. Like say that shit. Oh my God, Catherine, I'm here with a relic. Oh, took a picture with me and the Chicagoan. He's not gonna be alive by next week. It was wild. It was wild, y'all. But I swear, when it came to the ladies, oh my God, I was faking the funk. I was. They were loving the fact that I was from Chicago. They're like, Marks, tell me some of your thuggish, ruckish bone stories. I'd be like, fuck, I'm out here on a Shakespeare scholarship. I can't woo you with a sonnet. You know what I mean? And I would, you know, I don't know what it was, but it was something instinctually in me. When I started telling these stories, I started standing differently, started getting a little bounce in my knees. I started standing like those old pictures I'd see of like Crips. If you all ever seen pictures of Crips, they always are like standing like this. They always got this like very proper way of standing. And to me, it was so funny because I did ballet for 7 years. So for me, this just looks like you ready to crack into a plie. You know what I mean? It's just wild. Like, this is like the Baryshnikov for thugging. You know what I mean? Like, this is some passionate thugging right here. When I see people like this, it just makes me think, like, if gangs had, like, ballet initiation, you know what I mean? What we gonna do today, Don Trail? Shit, same thing we do every day. We gonna jump a nigga in. You know what I mean? Like, what gangs had ballet? Oh, my God. Oh my God, I swear, man, it's wild. It is wild. I was in New York doing some shows. Have you all ever been to New York? Rats run New York, don't they? Rats run New York, don't they? And it stinks. Oh my God, rats are bold too. Like, did you all see when they had the flooding? Rats acted like the flood water was an all-inclusive resort. They were backstroking Modelo in one hand, Newport hanging out the mouth. Like, ain't shit but a Wednesday, Charles, ain't shit but a Wednesday. You know, I swear. Like, in a rat, I remember a rat walked past me in Brooklyn. Man was so confident, was wearing a K95 mask. Bumping Pop Smoke. Motherfucker looked me up and down and said, never forget, brother. Never forget. I was like, shit. Rats are out here. Rats are out here. Oh, my God. What else? Let's see, what else is going on? What else is going on in the world? We got Christmas coming up. I think it's so wild, the fact that people throw out their trees the day after Christmas. I think that shit is hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I'm like, damn, didn't you, like, just commit to the holiday. You know what I mean? Just commit. Because, you know, you don't to somebody, you go to your friend's home, they'll have like a dying fern they've had for 10 years in the house. But then the Christmas tree, they're like, oh, 26, I gotta get it out. Nobody can see it up. Anybody have those friends that had a Christmas tree up since October? Or are you that friend? Anybody had a Christmas tree up since October? You know those people? Brother-in-law, right? I used to make my parents keep the Christmas tree up until March. Crazy. My dad would just stop, turn it on. He's like, this is a fire hazard. This is just, we can't do this shit anymore. I love Christmas. So I'm also, I'm allergic to dairy. So around Christmas time, there's so many like snacks, there's so many like desserts and shit I just want. You know what I mean? I wanna enjoy it all. You know what I mean? I wish I could enjoy some fudge. No, every time I see the Christmas Carol, I'm like, I want some fudge, you know? It's really wild being black and allergic to dairy. Like, it's kind of dangerous, you know? Like, my doctor recommended that I list all my allergies on my driver's license in case of emergency situation. I said, fuck that shit. I ain't trying to have the cops pull me over and know they can kill me with yogurt. You know what I mean? We got him, Jenkins. Pour some Yoplait over his body. No, I don't want that to be me. Listen, y'all, we have an amazing show for y'all tonight. Amazing show.
Yeah.
You all start giving it up for these amazing comedians. First person coming to the stage. I want you all to keep that round of applause going. This brother has a show called Live from the DMs. Give it up for none other than Chicago's own Ty Riggs.
Yes. How y'all feeling? Y'all good?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of things going on lately in the news, you know. I guess a school shooting? I don't know if that's a tragedy anymore. I feel like that's just white people gang violence. Or see-through book bags, and it's like, yeah, a gun slip through. And I can't even blame bullying now. Some kids are just weird. We was talking about people that kill animals. He looked like the type of kid that kills animals. Even in the picture that Fox gave us, with him with prayer hands at 8. I'm like, why would you show him a picture at 8 years old? He's 14 now. I'm pretty sure there's some incriminating pictures. He looked like he was a little weirdo. I don't know. I got picked on in high school, and I didn't want to shoot nobody. I just wanted to succeed and watch all my bullies die. In the long term. Because, like, I don't know. White bullies end up successful. Have you noticed that? Like, you know, district managers, car salesmen, presidents. Like, those are white bullies. I see why all the victims want to take them out. Like, black bullies, the most successful a black bully could get is get their CDL. That's it. That's it. All my bullies, I either got their CDL or they work at a warehouse. Like, that's it. Driving tractors or something. It's fucked up. I don't know. I got picked on for like dumb shit. Like I was weak. It builds character, I guess. You see these wrists? That's pathetic. If you see me shaking up here, it's not because I'm nervous. It's because this microphone heavy as fuck. I think one time really fucked me up was I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and this dude walked up. He was like, "Yo, let me see those real quick." Snatched my cards up off the table. Walked off. He was like, "That's not how you." I was like, "That's not how you play it." He was like, "I don't give a fuck." He walked over to the garbage can, looked me dead in the eyes, threw my shit in the trash. There's nothing I can do about it. These wrists aren't gonna protect me. These aren't shooter wrists. I don't know. I carried a gun before. It hurt me. I ain't even get to pull the trigger. It was like my cataracts. But like it's like, also, I went to a black school, and like, if you bring a gun to a black school, you're not the only student in the school with a gun. Even with the metal detectors, there's like 5-6 other people that you ain't give the answer to number 12 to that might want to shoot you back. The school shooting turned into a school shootout real quick. Also, black kids don't want to shoot up the school because their moms will beat their ass. If I shot up the school, the police just got to call my mama up, and she just got to get on the loudspeaker and be like, "Ty, no, you didn't take my gun from under the bed." I'll drop it, be like giving myself up to the police, like, take me, officer, there's a killer outside. I don't want to deal with it. No, but yeah, he threw my cards in the trash. I left it alone, though. I ain't want no smoke. 10 years later, I get a call from my homie. He's like, "Yo, you remember Jatez that fucked with your cards that day? He got in a car accident. He might not make it." Ain't got good. It took him a minute, but he looked out for a player. It was one of those situations where, like, you know, you wasn't thinking about it, but then, like, God handed you a gift, and he was like, "All right, I guess. I don't know." That's like the last gift my dad gave me. You know, he different. He shop at the Red Box. So he pulled up. He was like, son, I know I missed a lot of your birthdays, but I got something for you. And he pulled up with a TV, with a DVD player and a VCR. Like, I can't hook up my PS3 to this. Oh. Yeah, I lost my dad recently. He passed. It was fucked up though. Like the day before, I went to the strip club, stayed out late as hell, got home at like 5 o'clock, woke up at like 2 o'clock. That was the first news I got when I woke up. Didn't even get the glitter off me. Still smelled like peach coochie spray. It took me a moment to process. Like, I'm over it. It's cool. You know, we got it handled. And, like, it's crazy how cutthroat the funeral industry is, though. Like, I'm working with one funeral home, another funeral home calls me talking about, like, yeah, I know it's expensive. We can look for resources that can help you pay for the funeral, sliding scale, discounts, maybe a little bit of credit, you know, down payment here. We get the funeral done. You pay us later and stuff. I'm like, damn, I already signed the papers for the other funeral home. I got you next funeral. I got plenty of relatives left, so I got you. But yeah, me and my dad relationship was kind of complicated. It was cool to me. Everybody else would think it's like a deadbeat thing, but we both had things going on. You know, our relationship was like, hey, Dad, can I get a little bit more on child support? He was like, hey, son, can I get 40 on the A for weed? That was our trade-off, and we was cool with it. Then the quarantine hit, and we both ain't have a job, so we had to split that eighth. You know, we hung out, got to know each other, and, you know, he stopped me one day. He was like, Ty, you know, I still love your mom. And I was like, that's cool, Dad, because she still loves her husband, Mike. The baby is growing up strong. They got a new house. Life is great. You want to see pictures? But yeah, I fucks with my stepdad. My stepdad is cool. He a cool dude. I respect all step-parents. Any step-parents in here? Anybody with step-parents in here?
I got one.
Yeah, see? Do you like your step-parent?
I love him.
Yeah, see? Step-parents are cool. But because I understand that step-parents have been the most disrespected, like, demographic since the beginning of time. Like, Jesus had a stepdad, and nobody gives a fuck. Joseph, fuck that guy. They hate him. New Testament Joseph, ugh. Old Testament Joseph with the coat, that's the guy. King of the Jews. Like, it was... But yeah, New Testament Joseph, they hated him, boy. God even disliked him. He was like, yo, you like Mary? You think she cute? I'm gonna go talk to her for you. I'm gonna go talk to her for you. 3 hours later, God comes back like, damn, that shit was immaculate. You need to go get married to her, have a family, you know, grow with her, man. Be happy. Joseph walk in the room, she's 6 months pregnant. He's like, what the fuck? Totally disrespected Joseph. But God had a history of being cheeky. He was a cheeky bastard in the Bible. Like, he would pull pranks on people. He's like, yeah, carry your son up this mountain and sacrifice him to me. And then, like, while he's walking up the mountain, he with the angels, like, yo, look at him. He doing it. Then at the last second, he's like, no, wait. I'm just playing. Blessings. God was he was a terrible mediator. He would say something and people would translate it to something totally different. Like the story of Jezebel. Y'all know the story of Jezebel, right? See, it was made to make it seem like she was evil, a bad person, when really she was just a woman in power. They're like, we can't have that. No. God was like, hey, she's doing a little bit much. Can you go talk to her? He's like, yeah, I'll go talk to the bitch, all right. God's disciple went up there. She found out that she was having company. She did what women do. She got dressed up. I got company coming over. She got dressed up. She put on makeup. She sat in the window like, hello. And he kicked out the window. Yeah, he was like, you a little early with feminism. Boop. God was like, look, I told you to talk to her. I didn't want you to kill her. He was like, shit, it got done, right? We don't talk to these bitches. It's 32 BCE. The Bible was wild. There's a lot of crazy stories. Like, and God just sat there and watched, like the story of, which one was it, Lot or Job? Both of those stories were kind of wild. Which one was Lot? Was Lot the one that had to leave town? Or was it Job? They both Old Testament. Old Testament was wild. God just kind of, he was wild until we killed his son. Then he stopped talking to us. It was, he stopped talking to us. He let Trump be president. He gave us bacon. It was, I'm tired of y'all. Oh man, Trump presidency. I'm so glad we got over that. I remember when he first got elected. I woke up in the morning getting ready for work. I ain't vote, so like I ain't really pay attention to the polls, and like woke up, went outside, there was white people crying in the street, like, no, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I was with her the whole time. And I was like, move, bitch, I gotta get to work. Ain't no president ever stop me from getting this money. Shit. But we talk about who he affected around the world. We never talked about like the people he affected at home in Chicago, like the people that live in Trump Towers. You would never understand the feeling of your bitch ass landlord now becoming your bitch ass president. You got people protesting outside your house and shit. Like, the fuck? He not here. You see, he's in the White House. He's in the White House. He's not here. Come back when rent's due. Stall me out. Got R. Kelly's girlfriends are like, get us, save us. Like, it was wild in there. It was wild. I don't know. They did Hillary bogus. Poor Hillary. She should run again. I don't know. They just didn't want no woman in president. They didn't want no woman to be president. Or because she eat babies. I don't know. Like, that's weird, man. That's why her husband cheated on her. You eat a baby, but you won't eat a dick? How dare you? I know where she fucked up though. She tried to dance. She was pandering and she tried to dance for us. You could say all you want, you could wear all Chinese outfits you want, but don't try to dance, Hillary. You're like, what the fuck is this? Huh? What's this, Hillary? Huh? The whip? How you fuck up that move? White people perfected it 200 years ago. Like, that's y'all shit. I guess it's true what they say. If you don't use it, you lose it. I don't know. White people dancing, that's probably the only unique thing about y'all, I guess. I don't know. I worked at a karaoke bar. I've seen you guys in y'all natural element, doing y'all thing. And I noticed, like, there's a difference between, like, watching white people dance live and watching white people dance on TV. Because white people dancing on TV, there's somebody paid to, like, make it all look like it makes sense. There's a movie starring a white girl. Her mom's dead. Her dad's working 2 jobs to support her through art school, so he's suffering 3 times. He's like, she could have been a doctor with all this money I'm spending on this school. Goddamn. And then she goes, and then at the end of the movie, she does her signature white girl moves that wins the whole competition. Y'all know the signature move. Last move. Like, niggas spin on their heads. You see it stomp the yard. Chris Brown hung out on his elbow. Like, we had to do that type of shit. All the white girl had to do is, And she won the whole competition. Jabberwockies was there. Fucking Mario Lopez was screaming at the top of his lungs, ah! But it was, and she won the competition. Way different than watching white people dance in real life. In real life, I've noticed it's not that white people can't dance. It's that the music affects their minds and their bodies different. So when they hear their favorite song, each limb picks an instrument to dance to. So you got the guitar, got the drums, got the synthesizer, I want to feel the heat with somebody. That's y'all. I'll be watching y'all dance and I'm like, damn, is white people dancing true freedom? Because I'm in the club fucking it up. I'm killing it. I'm doing all the TikTok dances. Like, going crazy. It's like I'm a slave to the beat. Get these shackles off my feet so I could dance. Because guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. I'm single. Man, that's alright. I like being single. Being single is dope. Because you can watch a movie from beginning to end without being interrupted. Who is that? Where are they going? What are they doing? Like, bitch, be quiet. quiet. I'm watching it too. And they start talking when a good plot point is coming up. So now we both don't know what's going on. I like watching movies by myself. My favorite genre of movies to watch, horror movies. It's dope. It's my favorite. Because ghost, goblins, serial killers, white people shit. You ain't got to worry about diversity in a horror movie. You never see like a blog post about, like, why is there not enough black people in these horror movies? I'm like, because that's not our environment, all right? A cabin in the woods? Why would we be in a cabin in the woods? We live in cities with good light, TV, Wi-Fi. What the fuck? Y'all want to thug it out in nature where people died and the police can't figure out who did it. Whatever. Also, have you, like, what would happen if a black person survived a horror story, like, scenario? You go back to town, you covered in your friend's blood, you limping. You're like, oh, help me. 6 of my white friends died in this cabin. And the killer's still on the loose. He's like, sure he is. You're under arrest, nigga. Congratulations on jail. You're the prime suspect. All your friends, they match the DNA on your shirt to all 6 of your friends. That's what you get for hugging them before they die. Like, no, don't leave me. Like, no, I left you. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I can't think of really like a reason for a black ghost to come back. Like, all our historical figures that's been assassinated don't want to come back. They see how Earth treat them. They're like, fuck it, we gone. You don't see Kunta Kinte coming back for revenge. He's like, no, nigga, ass free. He got his foot back. He can read. He's the host of Jeopardy. He don't need this bullshit. Again, I can't even think of like a name of a movie based on like a historical figure, like By Any Means Necessary, Malcolm X is gonna get you, or Rosa Parks, the bus driver, Sojourner, Truth or Dare. It doesn't make any sense. The only ghost we got is Candyman, and they did Candyman so bogus. He died in Louisiana and was reborn in the projects of Chicago on some Section 8 ghost and shit. They really fucked him over. I'm like, he had a house and everything. It was like he died. Low income, bitch, I was a free man. Like, y'all don't know about Candyman? Well, only a few do, but yeah. And he don't really count. I don't think, to me, he don't count as a black ghost for real, because most of the time he was haunting white women. But I mean, I kind of understand because why sisters don't deal with him, because you got to call him 5 times for him to show up. Like, ain't no sister trying to deal with that. If I got to call you that much times, you must not want it. The fuck? I got a whole sugar daddy. What I need with a candy man. All you got is candy, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like ghosts are like roaches for white people, because if it ain't yours, it came with the house, or your kids been hanging out with the wrong people. Oh, man. I'm gonna end on this. I'm tired as fuck. I work with kids. Yeah. Irritating. They're terrible kids. I'm an after school teacher, kinda. I'm looking for a different position. This job I got is trash. But, yeah, after school teacher, work with kids. They're good kids, they're bad kids. I hate the bad kids because, like, they just do unnecessary shit. They make noise. They disrupt the class. They make it hard for everybody else to learn and have fun. It's after school. Everybody should be having fun. All right? But you want to make it difficult for everybody else. One kid got me in trouble on my first week of working, right? So he's disrupting class. I stopped the activity. I'm like, yo, we not doing nothing else. Everybody on timeout because Jack wants to be a jerk. And all the kids was like, Jack a jerk! You a jerk! You a jerk! And I'm like, how y'all know about that? That's like 10 that was when you was born. What are you doing? But I left it alone. Next day, my boss calls me in the office. She's like, Ty, a mother called me and she's concerned that you called her child a jerk. I know, it's not very, it's not a bad word to us as adults, but these kids are sensitive, and now he thinks that you hate him. I do. And I was like, damn, see, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call him a jerk. I wouldn't have called him a jerk if I'd have known he was a bitch-ass nigga that comes from a bitch-ass family full of bitches being bitches. I call you more than a jerk. He just be causing trouble. Oh my God. It was one time he was on timeout and he was snitching on this other kid. He was like, hey, Mr. Ty. Mr. Ty was like, what do you want, Jack? And he was like, Jermanthony said a bad word. And I was like, what'd he say? He's like, I don't want to be in trouble. I'm like, you're already in timeout. You can't get in any more trouble or you can be kicked out the class. He was like, I don't want to say it. And I was like, just say the word. He was like, Jermanthony said, booty party. You just wasted 30 seconds of my life to tell me about a goddamn booty party. Jermanthony, you get 300 extra points for creativity. Jack, you get 30 more minutes of timeout. You just sit there until your mom picks you up. I'm tired of you. But hey, that's my time. I'm Ty Riggs, y'all.
Yeah! Keep going, Ty Riggs! Set fire to the stage. Alright, keep those applause going. The next person comes to the stage is also a producer on the show, and they also host at Cole's Bar, the open mic, every Wednesday night. Give it up for none other than Victoria Vincent.
Hello. How's it going? I thought I would break up this men's rights party. Not a woman up here. How's your guys' day going? Okay, that's fine. My day, my boss pulled me aside and he was like, you've been late a lot lately, what's going on? And I was like, oh my god, that's so unprofessional of me. I hate it here. So that was the only answer to that. I feel like medicine is the only place where you can't just tell everyone, like I can't go to patients and be like, hey, just be cool today, okay? It's like one place where that's literally not acceptable, I guess. I do work in medicine. I work in radiation therapy, so I inject people with radioactive isotopes for fun and because it turns me on. But because we work with radioactive isotopes, we're in the basement of the hospital, and they just put a nice picture of a beach in front of our department, just so we know exactly what we don't get to experience. Just so you know, you're never going there, babe. That's right, I know Ty's really high energy. Well, I hope you're ready for me to bring it down. Okay? I don't know if I'm funny, but I am sad. I did start going to therapy again because my therapist's office has these pens that I like. So once I run out of those, we're done. Working in medicine, it can be difficult. I would say the only thing sadder than working with cancer patients is doing stand-up comedy. And I do them both pretty averagely, to be honest. My coworkers think I think my coworkers think I have IBS because I spend like 4 hours in the bathroom, but I'm just contemplating what got me there. Just always, all the time. My boss does hate me. That's fine. I hate him too. It's mutual. He did call me into his office the other day, and he was staring at me, and then I was staring at him, and then he was staring at me, and then I was staring at him, and then he said, you have to stop telling patients how much you hate Jared Leto. To which I said, what if it's important to their care? Okay? We don't know what cures cancer. I went home for the colonizing holiday. It was fun. It was nice. I went home. When I was home, I realized that I'm a much more confident person than I thought I was, because it takes a certain level of confidence to go through TSA with 3 containers full of ribs. Okay, so the TSA agent, he throws the bag down in front of me and he's like, open it, and I'm like, great, role play. He was like, what's in this first container? And I was like, ribs. And then he was like, what's in this second container? And I was like, ribs again. He was like, what's in this third one? And I was like, I think you know. But it's ribs. I do like going home because I was hanging out with some high school friends, and what's nice about seeing your friends from high school like 10, 15 years later, well, I don't know the math, 12 years later, what's nice about that is when you're fat in high school, you can only go up. Okay? For the rest of them, it was just downhill, but for me, I look a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. I was home visiting my parents. My parents are pretty amazing. They're a bit too successful for my taste. Yeah, I don't love it. Has anyone reached a point in their life where they're more proud of their parents than they are of you? Thank you. It's nice. I like, my parents are okay. Like, I do love them. I think the fact that they're more successful and has made everything in my life so intense. My dad is a surgeon, and my mom is another type of doctor. He's a general practitioner. It's boring. But yeah, so they're both always really busy, and they would do this fun little thing when I would try to call them at work. Here's the thing. If you're in surgery, don't answer your phone. I think that's a good rule of thumb. Okay? But sometimes my dad's nurses would answer, and they'd be like, Dr. Vincent's phone, and I'd be like, I was wondering if I could spend the night at Samantha's house. This seems less important than heart surgery, but thank you for answering. And then my mom would do this fun little thing where she would guilt trip me, and she would do this thing where she'd be like, she'd answer her phone, and she'd be like, Victoria, what do you need? I'm about to tell a family that their mother's dying. And I was like, Dad said I had to ask you if I could stay the night at Samantha's house. So two combinations of, yeah, I am a rich kid, and that surprises people because you guys are racist, but yeah, I am a rich kid. And like, here's the thing about that. I did grow up with a lot of white friends. Not for any particular reason. You guys are just always around. I think my friends thought they were getting a cool black friend, but I was like, buckle up, okay? Because I used to read and write supernatural fan fiction. And then on top of that, Good Charlotte fan fiction. And then we just smack it all together. Look, I was a little horny, weird teen, okay? Alright? I never had a childhood crush. I was just weirdly sexual with everyone. I'd be like, let me in there. And to be fair, no one ever did. So here we are. This is a perfect segue to I'm single. It's not great being single. I don't like it's. I mean, Ty seems to like it. That's cool. I think that's very close. Here's the thing. I don't mind being single. No, I do. I don't want to be single. And I realized that today when a guy asked me if I would be into a threesome or pegging, and I was like, this is not where I want it to be right now. Dating is depressing. I would love to have white guy on Tinder level confidence, okay? That is a level of confidence that I cannot achieve, okay? Because for you to start out a message with, hey, can you sit on my face today? And me to respond, I was like, I got other plans, but maybe like next Tuesday. Just give me a bit more notice, I guess. And you have to sign this waiver that if you die, you're okay with that. And I do that every time I think I should give life advice. I think I'm really good at giving life advice. My friend asked me for some advice the other day, and it was advice on something specific, and I said, look, in order for you to be really good at anything, the key is to not care if you live or die. And I was just talking about blowjobs, but that really applies to anything. All right, just give it, just do it, okay? Nike and sex. I have been dating a lot lately. Did anyone date during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Woo!
A bit. Did you like it?
No, but I didn't like it before the pandemic, so.
That's fair. That's honesty. What about you? Did you meet someone?
I did.
All right, get out.
It's already over, so.
Oh, perfect. We're in the
It
same
ran its
boat
course.
then. It ran its course, and it's fine. You guys, here's the thing. This is no longer a comedy show. It's just an orgy. So, everyone, I'm no longer trying to force guys into sex via a relationship. Now I'm just gonna do it via gunpoint. Well, let's spice things up a little. Rhonda, I cannot look at you because she's just smirking, so I hate looking over there. She's the worst. Okay. No, dating during the pandemic was weird. I played checkers online with a guy for a month. I know what you're wondering. No, we didn't start out on a checkers website. We started out on Bumble. And then the man transitioned it to a checkers website. And then never asked me out. Do you feel, he's like, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. He never asked me out. And I was like, sir, this isn't the Queen's Gambit. I'm trying to get some deep. Okay? This ain't the Queen's. Like, and And then he had the audacity to king himself 7 times. All right, that's a little excessive.
Wow.
All right, I'm not that good at life. I put together dollhouse furniture for fun, like a serial killer. Slowly biding my time. Working in medicine made me realize that this might be my origin story. When I put in an IV into one of my patients, I go, oh, that's a good one. Which I think is a completely normal response, but again, HR said it's not. So, whatever, okay? You guys, I need to talk about something that no one is talking enough about, and it's the fact that Jeff Bezos' favorite show right now is Squid Games. Why are we all not immediately concerned? Okay? It does make sense. But the next day, one of you guys is just going to disappear. Here's the thing, though. I'd probably play that game, too. I'd let him slap my face until I die. I already do that in sex. So, like, if I'm going to get paid to have my face slapped this way, you know, I don't get much out of it. And a lot of my friends are not single. A lot of relationships around me. That's terrible. My best friend, she's polyamorous. And I don't have anything against polyamory. In theory, I just have things against it in practice, okay? Because you can't have 2 if I can't have 1. That should already be a thing. Yeah, she's very annoying. She's actually married, and she had a boyfriend at the time, and then she's actually bi as well, so she was struggling with her girlfriend. And I said to her, I was like, look, I'm gonna murder you right here. Right here and now, bitch. It's death time. I wouldn't be good at killing. I do like that we're normalizing. Ty was talking about Candyman. I do like that we're normalizing black horror movies. It's nice to see black people scared for fun. Yes. No joke there, just truth. I live in Lincoln Park, again, racist. And I like to play this game called Old Lady Frogger. And that means when an old lady sees me coming, they cross the street. So then I cross the street too. And then they cross the street. And then I cross the street too. And then we end up at the same building, bitch. We live in the same high-rise, slut. Alright, I don't care if you're 80 or a slut. Dating guys in the Lincoln Park area means I get, they look a lot like one of these 2 guys. And probably act more like that one. And so, but I will say I did have one guy whose profile said, this, again, a white guy, and it said, you may end up a rap lyric with a little smirk. That was his whole tagline in his profile. So then I messaged him and I said, you may end up in my manifesto. I thought that was a strong one to end on, but I'll end on this one. I'm not good at sex because I'm black. I am good at sex because I am mentally unstable. Yes. All right, thank you guys.
Yes, yes. Come on, mentally unstable. Fuck in. Yes. Woo. Oh, yes. Oh, I told y'all earlier I've been dating, and then I think the worst thing to ask a person when you go out on like the first few dates with them is what their kinks are. Because of the fact that that's like opening up Pandora's box, like you can't unring that bell. You know, I went on a first date with somebody, and then we started talking about what the kinks are and stuff, and then she was like, yeah, you know, I want to be in a nice, like, warm room. I'm like, okay. I want to have like a nice, really comfortable bed, like a sleep number bed. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, I feel that. Tempur-Pedic, I see that, you know? And then she was like, and then I want like 25 guys to just come in and do whatever the fuck they want with me. They all got Tim's on, there's a fire hydrant. I'm like, what? What happened? What happened? Now I gotta go to Bible study. And then she asked me what is my kink, and then, you know, I just got out of a 6-year relationship, so for me, I'm like, you know, just keep the covers on my feet at night. That's when my feet going cold. That's what turns me on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Tootsie's going cold. That's all. That's all it is. You know. Are y'all having a good time? If y'all having a good time, say hell yeah. If y'all having a good time, say J.D. Salinger. Hell yeah! Look at that book humor, baby. Uncharted. Woo! We in here. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this so much. You all ready for your headliner of the evening? You all ready for your headliner of the evening? This brother is an amazing guy. You all check out his podcast, 77 Flavor Shy, that he hosts with his partner. And I want you all to please, after this show, because you're all about to become instant fans of him, buy a ticket to his Good Vibes Only show at Laugh Factory, December 30th at 7:30 p.m. Yes, give it up for none other than one of the coolest brothers, one of the nicest, one of the hardest working comedians in the city, Dario Durham.
Hell yeah, that's one hell of a introduction. You left out one thing. I'm scared as hell of being up in here. A lot of fucking books.
Save here.
Yeah, hey, shit, okay. Ask me to read something, I'll be like, shit. Y'all said J.D. Salad. I was like, who the fuck is that? I feel like it's book related. I don't read the motherfuckers. I don't know. I'm happy to be here though. I'm happy to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we about to go back inside, winter time and everything, but I'm just happy to be outside, man. Who felt like they different though? Like than the last time we could be fully outside, unmasked and regular. You know what I'm saying? 2019, you feel like it's different than right now. You, yeah.
Yep.
Like I know I'm different. Like I'm pissed off for no reason. Like walking outside, I'd be irrationally mad at weird shit. Like I can't stand when people put their jackets on like this. Like, that shit dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? You ever been caught by a zipper because somebody acting like a bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just pisses off your whole fucking day. Now you sitting around thinking randomly, I can't believe I let that motherfucker hit me like that. You want to hit somebody back. You know what I mean? It's weird, man. I'm just happy to be outside. Last year was a rough year for a lot of people. First time I was able to go back outside, I went all the way to Cabo.
Oh.
Yeah, went all the way to Cabo. Yeah, you clap. But wait till you hear this. For the first time in my life, I got a sunburn.
Wow.
White people ain't sitting like, and?
I go to the club.
That shit scared the fuck out of me because I was in an all-inclusive resort and I didn't know how to act. I'm sitting in the pool the whole time. I got out the pool and I went to wipe my forehead with a towel. When I went to wipe my forehead with a towel, that shit burned like hell. And in my head, I was like, you know what? This is all-inclusive. I paid for this shit. I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how it's supposed to be. So I wiped again. And at that moment is when I turned full-blown white person. I started saying shit y'all say. How could this happen to me? You know? And she like, I do be saying that. It's true. I was scared as hell, man. I'm sitting in the mirror looking at the black pieces of my flesh fall off the goddamn face, fall into the sink. I'm trying to scoop the shit out. Like, I'm like, nah, I ain't come down to Mexico to lose my blackness like this. This shit crazy. Like, I ain't come here to lose it at all, to be honest with you. Last year was a bad year to have stupid ass friends, though. You realize that?
Yep.
It was. I'm glad y'all agree. You know, some people don't like when I talk about financial situation, but let me tell you something. I'm qualified to talk about being broke. Why you laughing? Nah, he like, I'm right. You right. My favorite toy as a kid was the magnets on my grandmama's refrigerator. Yeah, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And grandmama fucked me up though, because grandmama didn't have all the letters. And that was a learning tool for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was fluent in my ACEs. I'm sitting up here talking about A, C, E, G, you know what I mean? Nigga flowing, you know what I'm thinking? Smart, you know what I'm saying? You know how I found out it was more letters? I went to school, and the kids start singing more letters. I was like, I was so shook. I was like, how these motherfuckers stand on beat? You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about B and D and all. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this shit crazy. They've been I'm up here rapping with them. I'm like, okay, the remix. Back to broke people, though. Reason why it was really bad to have broke-ass friends, because broke-ass friends don't know how to console you the right way. And last year was a time we needed somebody to just rub us and tell us it's going to be okay and cheer us up. And broke people don't do that. You know what broke people do? They agree with your ass. I had my broke-ass friend over. And I'm sitting here, I'm talking about, man, dude, I don't know how I'm going to make it, man. This shit is tough, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to make it. This broke-ass friend going to tell me. Me neither, nigga. I don't know how you going to make it, man. This shit difficult. And the worst part about broke ass people is they got the nerve to use big ass words they shouldn't be using. He gonna tell me you in a conundrum. I'm like, you had all the letters as a kid, huh? Wild as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be able to use that if you can't buy a vial. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something you shouldn't be able to do. Who had to spend time with their partner? I know it's not a lot of us in here. You know, who had to spend time with their partner in the quarantine? Yeah, I know you did, yeah. 14, 5.
Yeah.
Y'all still in the game. Last year was rough, it was taxing. You can be honest with me. Because I was telling you, I was bored as fuck with my girl. I love her. I still love her. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, 365 days in the same room with the same person, some shit got to change, man. I'm saying? Some shit got to change, man. We got to switch some shit up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy because, like, when you bored with each other, you just start picking with each other for no fucking reason. I'm sitting there eating cereal by myself, minding my fucking business. My girl gonna come in the room and be like, damn, can you please stop all that clicking with your goddamn mouth? That's getting on my nerves. I immediately went to defense mode and I started explaining why my shit be clicking. I'm like, I got extra teeth. I didn't have my wisdom teeth pulled out. You know? Like, you need to calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? It's wild though, man, because like when you get bored, you know, I was just wishing my girl just went in another room and just fell asleep randomly. Like I was just wishing she just passed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like just it's like nothing wrong. Her head hit a pillow and she catch some good Z's. That's what I was just hoping for. You know what I'm saying? I needed my peace. You know what I'm saying? She needs some peace. I used to go to the bathroom, sit in the bathroom, no phone, just sit on the toilet, pants down, didn't even have to shit. I just sit there on the toilet and I was like, maybe she gonna forget about my ass for being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she gonna forget that I'm in this motherfucker. You know, like, I mean, she gonna forget. But it's crazy though, because what happened was, you know when the kid is doing some shit and it's quiet, you know when kids get quiet, you know they up to some dumb shit. I was the kid up to dumb shit last year. All year. It was quiet. All you heard on my phone was, I think my butt getting big. You know what the fuck's going on, man. Like I am in my head, again, defense mechanism, that's my first thing. Why the fuck TikTok ain't got a mute button when you open the goddamn app up? You know what I'm saying? I start trying to get, baby, I'm sorry, I'll be looking at Call of Duty videos. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know how this shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I scroll the hell out of it, and then I'm like, another video play. I'm like, guys, ain't this a bitch? Like, what the fuck is wrong with my algorithm? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy as hell. And of course, that caused the problem. I'm sitting in the living room, been in the office, had the window up, nice cool day, nice breezy day, right? And I said to myself, damn, that's a nice ass breeze. My girl goes, without hesitation, ladies, I don't know how your brain think this fast. She goes, if you have to choose between me or a cool ass breeze for the rest of your life, who would you choose? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just put the window down so I start feeling good about myself. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, this breeze ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't done though. It wasn't done because I was playing video games at night, man. I'm minding my business yet again. You know, my girl walk in the room, sliding goddamn feet in the room, talking about, well, I guess I'm going to bed early and by myself while you play that stupid ass Nintendo with your little boyfriend. I was like, first of all, that's a goddamn Xbox. You know how grown ass man. Like, y'all don't know my girl like I know my girl. She petty. When she was trying to say I'm playing Nintendo, she trying to say I'm childish. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what she's trying to say. She's trying to speak between subliminal shit. I know what so fucking. I play 2K all day, and she know goddamn well little kids play Mario. Stop it. And it's not my boyfriend, it's my best friend. You know? Like, leave me fuck alone. That's not the first lady that's been bullying me. Not the first lady that bullied me. My mom was a bully. My mom was a big bully. And y'all remember the first time y'all became better than y'all parents? Y'all remember, let me give you an example. I remember the first time I became better than my parents during an ass whooping, okay? In the middle of an ass whooping. You know, I don't know if y'all white folks do the same shit as black people, but we like to run across tables and shit like that during fights and whoopings and shit like that. This particular time, I was running from my mama. She was on one side of the table, I was on the other side of the table. But when she was running, I could see her getting winded. But when I was running, in my head, I was like, I could do this shit all day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I ain't even wheezing yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, I'm feeling real good about myself. And in my head, I'm also thinking her diabetes about to kick in. You know what I mean? She gonna get tired. You know what I mean? And so then I start trying to test her. I'm like, all right, let's see if I come closer from the table. I get closer to it, see if I can dodge it. It was happening. I was like, yo, I might be better than her. But what confirmed it is I got too close. And she actually swung and almost hit me. And that's when I went to duck. Right before she almost hit me, I started admitting all the shit that I did wrong because I'm like, I want the whoop in the end in case she hit my ass. I was like, no, mama, I'm gonna do my homework. And I caught the belt. And at that moment, I'm better than this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm better than her ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I caught it. You know what I'm saying? Like I caught the belt, and then I started doing like the little superhero shit before it was cool. I started roping her ass in. I was like, yeah, you ain't going nowhere now. My mom beat the fuck out of me. Like, there it is. I was better, but she had hands. You know what I'm saying? She had hands. It's crazy though because like life is funny. You know what I mean? Like shit don't pay. Karma is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I got a shorty. You know, I got a shorty and little girl, love her to death. You know what I'm saying? But I remember the first time I knew she was better than me. She didn't know it, but I knew she was better than me. I couldn't let her have an upper hand on my ass. I'm sick. I should tell y'all, she mixed also, okay? And I can explain myself. I was in the suburbs, just to discover white women. Just to discover white women. And let me tell you, oops. It happened. It happened. She's black and white, right? She's black and white. And this is the first time I knew that she was going to be different, right? She had a conversation with her mom, right? She's sitting in the house. We sitting in the house, all three of us. And she started going back and forth. Little kid. I swear, terrible twos is a real thing. If you ever get kids, terrible twos is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real. She going back and forth with her mama. And mama is like, Olivia, you stop barking and shit. And my daughter goes, no, mom, blah, 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 blah. She going back and forth. And part of me is like, that's the sister in her sticking up for white women, sticking up to the white women. I'm proud of her right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to stop shit. You know what I mean? Like, you go ahead, do your thing, girl. And then the mama was like, Dario, what are you going to do about this? And I was like, let me step in and be the dad. So I said, Olivia, you got to stop talking to mama like that. Now you go to your room. This is where the white side of her kicked in. She going to say, no, dad, you go to your room. I turned my head because I wanted to laugh. It was kind of funny. I was like, her timing was impeccable. I was like, that. She definitely my kid. I mean, like, but I had to turn because I'm like, I don't want to condone the shit. Then I had to go upstairs and bust her ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it. Anyway, fast forward. We in the car line, right? Suburbs again. I'm hanging out with all the suburban white moms in the soccer line, right? And I'm picking up my daughter. She get in the car and she goes, Dad, I learned a new word. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it's second grade. I'm thinking cat, you know, dog and shit like that. I really don't know what they learning in second grade. In my head, I was like, this child support is going places. You know what I'm saying? Like, child support working. She goes, Dad, I learned what oviparous means. And in my head, I was like, I'm 33 years old. I ain't never heard that many syllables come out of a little kid. Like that's crazy to me. I ain't never heard that word a day in my life. I was like, damn, okay. What does it mean? She goes, it's an animal that lays eggs. I was like, God damn. Like that I knew she was better than me. I was like, like she's better than me. You know what I mean? Like she just, I can't let her know that, but she is, you know? And in my head, I'm also thinking this, but I said it out loud. Y'all know when y'all be so shocked at some shit, y'all say, y'all thinking it, but y'all saying it out loud. I was like, damn, so non-oviparous must mean they don't lay eggs. And here go her ass. She gonna say, yes, Dad, because non means no. I said, if you don't shut your black white ass up, I swear to God, shut the fuck up. Now is not your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm from the South Side of Chicago. She's from Yorkville, Illinois. You know what I mean? Like you know. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, damn. Part of me like want to like congratulate her, but part of me want to get her back. You know what I'm saying? And God working mysterious ways. Normally, what we did after you know I pick up, we go to McDonald's, take us have some lunch, right? It's a little treat after school, right? We rolling down, right? Had the windows up, it's hot outside. And all of a sudden, we get in the line, and she goes, Dad, it's a bee! It's a bee! And I start panicking, because I'm like, what the fuck? And like I'm kind of scared, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, where's the bee at? And she said, it's by me! And I was like, damn, I wonder if he's oviparous or not. And I turned the music up. Petty. I had to get her ass back, you know what I'm saying? I had to get her back. But then I was like, you know, let me do the right parent thing. You know, let me do the parent thing. Because I'm scared. I want this motherfucker gone. So I rolled all the windows down. And I don't know if y'all know y'all got a bug, a fly, or something in the car. and you just roll the window down, hope it just fly out, and you just drive fast as fuck. So I did that, right? I just drove fast as I possibly could with the windows down. I drove about 2 miles, and I was like, all right, he got to be gone. You know what I'm saying? So I rolled her windows back up, left mine down just in case. Next thing you know, I'm at a stoplight. And a bee came back in the car. And it popped me in the forehead.
Oh.
Now, oh no, because this motherfucker had vengeance, and I know it. Because you ever been so close to a bug you could like hear it? You know what I'm saying? You can hear the bzzz. It's the first time I heard a motherfucking bee actually buzz. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how close it was. It buzzed by, zzz, boom, pop, on the forehead, and just kept on going. I reacted. I was scared. But it wasn't the buzzing. It was what I think I heard the bee say. Bzzz, bitch, and then just kept on going. Y'all, that's my time. Y'all been great.
Yeah, here we go with Dario. Oh, and that has been the show, y'all. Thank you all for making Congrats on your success amazing for December. This is a little collection. It's a little collection for the comedians. Of course, this is a free show, but we would love some donations. We also take Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, title to your car. All kind of shit. Marriage as well. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, and please follow everybody that you saw. We got Dario Comedy, Victoria Vincent Comedy, Your Mama Fave, what is it, 35? 3. Your Mama Fave 3. So not the first, not your mama's first, second, but third favorite. Your Mama's Favorite 3, and then me, Searching for Max, and then follow us at Congrats on your success. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Please let folks know here every first Thursday of every month. We love you all so much. Peace.